Hi everyone, I'm a VFX artist. I used to create effects in Unity. This is my first time creating effects in Unreal. For the first session, I'll make a simple flame like the one in the picture. Let's see how creating effects in Unity and Unreal are similar and different. First, let's create a new project. This is the Unreal interface. It's relatively similar to Unity. The only difference is the way we name some of the main components we commonly use. Here we have Outliner, which is similar to Unity's hierarchy. Details is similar to Inspector, and the content browser is similar to Project. Creating a new level is similar to creating a scene in Unity. The interface is basically like this. Let's start creating the effects. First, I'll import a bunch of 3D campfires into Unreal. If we put the texture folder together with FBX, Unreal will then automatically import and create the material for that FBX file. We have a pile of firewood here already. Now let's go make a simple fire for it. When creating a new material in Unreal, we can edit the shader directly within the material. I'm going to create a shader that produces a circle, but we don't need to use texture. I'll set the blend mode for this material to additive, so we'll name it Circle Add. Add node radial gradient. We have a circle with a gradient that gradually opens towards the edge of the circle. To give the circle a sharp edge, I will connect the output of this radial gradient node with the power node and set exponent to 0.01. So now we have a sharp circle. We have a circle here already. Then change the blend mode for the material to additive. And the shading mode is on lit because we don't need any effects. We have about to interact with ambient light. Create a new Niagara. Niagara in Unreal is similar to a particle or VFX graph in Unity. Bring Niagara out of the viewport and adjust its position to fit within the pile of firewood. Double-click here to edit Niagara. Here we have the particle system, which contains the parameters that allow us to control the particle, create desired effects. A Niagara system can create multiple particle systems. In the emission state in the lifecycle mode, select Self to adjust this parameter on the particle itself without using this general Niagara setting. Spawn rate is the number of particles produced per second. Here, I've set it to 30. We're not using gravity and drag here, so temporarily delete them. In Initialize Particle, we have the basic parameters of the particle such as lifetime, size, color, and some other specifications. I haven't used them yet, so I haven't looked into them. Shape location refers to the shape of the particle's emitter. I'll temporarily ignore the particle velocity. Let's see the shape of the particle emitter. Here, the shape is sphere, so you can see a sphere in the preview screen. Add velocity to add speed to the particle. Here, I will randomly select between the min and max values. Let's adjust some of the parameters a little. Scale color to adjust the color over the lifetime of the particles. The color hasn't changed because we haven't added the circle material to this particle yet. The material needs a little more adjustment. Multiply the power node, output be the particle color. For example, I want this material to use the alpha of the particle. Therefore, we will use the RGBA channel with a mask to take the alpha channel and assign it to opacity. Now the particles has received color from the particle. Scale sprite size to adjust the sprite size over its lifetime. Use a curve to make the particles smaller. Adjust the preview window slightly for better visibility. Save and check the viewport. It looks okay for now. Let's go back to Niagara, make some edits, and add a few more particles. Press Ctrl plus D to duplicate. I will add a few other particles similar to the original particle, but adjust the particle size, color, and speed slightly. Click this icon to display only the particle you want. Let's take a look at the viewport. It looks okay now. We just need a darker layer in the background. So I'll create a different material. The blend mode is translucent. Replace this particle with a translucent material. Then adjust the color to be darker to create a contrast layer behind it. The particles are being displayed overlapping each other, so I will adjust the sort order to layer the particles. The higher the sort order value, the higher the priority in displaying it. Make a few adjustments to the old parameters, and add another dark particle. Now let's review it in the viewport. Add another particle to create a little spark. Add curl noise to disrupt the particle's direction of movement. Add one more glow particle, and you're done. This effect only requires one particle, so I'll change the loop behavior to 1. Change spawn rate to spawn burst. This particle will remain stationary, so I'll omit adding velocity and scaling its sprite size. Abandon random size, use uniform size. So that the particle does not disappear when its lifetime ends, I uncheck this box. Create a texture folder and import a glow texture into it to use for the glow effect. Create a material and name it glow. I added the glow texture to the material, then multiplied it with the color particles. Replace the newly created material into the particle, then adjust its color, size, and position. The viewport review looks pretty good, but the flame seems a bit small. Scale provides a greater effect, but it only scales the particle emitter, instead of scaling the size of the particles. Let's watch the next video to see how to fix it. If you find this helpful, please give me a like and subscribe, so you don't miss the next videos.